Kai, what's up, all you lovely girls, gays, and theys? We're back at it for another stream, everyone. Ain't that so exciting? My audio is looking a tad too loud. I need to fix that. I'm thinking, yeah, that's definitely a little bit better. Hi! How are you all? It's still looking too loud. Why do you do this to me, world? There, that's probably good enough. Let's hope it's good enough. My life is good enough. Honestly, that's just my life motto nowadays, guys. Hi, I'm here. Yeah, we're gonna be having some fun today. I just want to quickly get something set up. Oh, I never did that. Let me quickly do that. Did not know about that. Sorry. Apparently, on one of my other devices, I was still in Discord. Bro, I wasn't even talking with anyone. That's the crazy part. Um, Let me do this real quick. Um, yeah. Hey! Well, I'm very thankful for that, my friend. Welcome! You were missed, my friend. Very accurate. So the the algorithm will never live down the fact that you're here watching this, but hey, you're here watching this. So I think that's perfect. I've been dilly-dallying for long enough. If the audio's weird at all, please let me know. If my desktop audio is not, like, if you can't hear the game loud enough, also let me know. And I need to quickly, type something here for chat, because I need this to be pinned. I was supposed to do this earlier, yet of course I didn't, because I'm me. Heart, more info. Please read the description. Perfect. And now we come here and pin that. Perfect. Alrighty. Now then, I can actually do the fun thing. And again, my friend, let me know if I need to adjust settings on anything. Like, if my talking is too loud, which this is something that I'm still trying to finagle with here to get to a right setting. Or if, like, the game's not loud enough, hit me up, let me know, man. Yeah. So we're just getting the game booted up here. Doodly doo 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 doo. OBS, please. Let me just do it this way, honestly. God, I really needed to, be more prepared for this, I swear. But hey, prepared isn't my middle name. My middle name is Chaos. Name reveal, Hi Chaos. Sounds believable enough, does it not? Right. It's only gonna do it like this, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me make sure this is centered. There we are. Perfection! We have the game now open, chat! Doki Doki Literature Club! This game is not suitable for children who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering with anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For more contact warnings, please visit the official website. I also made sure to put the content warning in my description. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and that you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. We agree. And we're in! I just see. Oh, I could definitely afford to make the music a bit louder. Woo! We're here, chat! I think that's, let me do, like, there. I think that's good. We're in, gang! Let me, because I know myself, I'm also gonna just lower this slightly. Yeah. Alright. My name is Kai. And let's do this, guys! Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Wow! Ruthless starting out. You'll love to see it, chat. Girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would end up getting tired of waiting. Dude, MC is cold. You're, like, he is ruthless, dude. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Dude. Broski is so cold. However, I just sign idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me! That's mean, Kai! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Very accurate. Dude, I put this in the description too, that I specifically chose this game for Pride Month because I know it's framed as a dating sim, and hi, I'm aroace. I don't like relationships, they are terrifying. What is love, chat? Love is, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. But that's specifically why I chose this, because I just thought it'd be very funny. So yeah, Sayori, God no, I pray we never look like a couple, or else I will have to make, like, my thumbnail and cry. In case you don't know, my friend, the character on the thumbnail, that's my persona. You see them in my profile picture here. I want to start doing that more of, like, drawing my own thumbnails, because I just think it's fun, you know? Good gracious, golly me, I'm rambling. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Sayori, your hair is so hideous. Honestly, who want that? Hideous. Hideous, I say. Hideous. Like, girly pop, you need to get a better haircut, bro. Honestly, Sayori. Absolutely hideous. Hi, I'm able to be mean if I want to. You should watch what my reaction was to Birdly at one point. Honestly, that is so valid, my friend. Whatever you say, Sayori. Also, girly pop, your bow is just What is up with the bow? And why is your collar so messy? Like, girly pop, you look like you just woke up, which yes, you did, but still. Like, girly. What are you doing with your life? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Wow! By the way, hi. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true! You told me you'd join a club this year! Did I? Did I? Brain moving 5 miles an hour! Honestly, that is this. My brain either moves at like 5 miles an hour or 15, no in between. I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by in the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Too real, chat. Too real. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have base skills before college. Wow, Sayori. Wow. Wow. I don't know if I should be offended or what. But bro just said I don't know how to socialize, which is true, by the way. I'm not saying she's wrong, but I am offended. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Girly pop. Focus on yourself. It's not that hard. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years if you're not useful to the real world. If you're not used to the real world, girly. I know, right? Bro, let me live my life. You're not my mom. You're not my mom, Sayori. You trust me, right? God, no. God, no. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Dude, don't. Why do you care about her happiness? Care about yourself. Be selfish. If you only focus on what other people want to make them happy, you'll never be happy. How did me insulting this bright, fun, colorful anime game turn into me giving life advice? Now that I think about it, that's just a thing with me. I do that sometimes. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Bro is being peer pressured. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Bro got peer pressured for real. I guess I'm seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything a little inside her head. Bro, live your life. If you like anime. Find an anime club to join. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. That is too real. What? That line is so real. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. See? Just join that, bro. Anime club. If you like anime, join that. Or like join a gaming team, bro. Hello? Sayori? Sorry, I must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just staying here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Wow, Sayori. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Now what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Huh? Meaning?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Well, that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I can't tell if she's an idiot or a total genius. Because now, here's the thing though. Now, I feel pressured to join the club because they made cupcakes and everything. Girly. I feel pressure now thanks to you being a bit of an idiot. Or are you just a genius who did this just to make me feel pressured in order to join your club? I let out a long sigh. Fine. Stop for a cupcake. Okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Bro, how have you already finished Stelter in chapter 3? It came out like today. Aw. Wild stuff. Anyways, hi, welcome. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere!
Ah, hi! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Oh no! If only they were actually attractive! If only they were trying to get someone who was not me to join this club. Like, would you rather me hit up one of my friends who's incredibly gay? Would you rather me do that, ladies? Cause hi, I'm like the exact opposite. I am the reverse pan. Like, I can hit up some of my friends who would probably be down bad like crazy. I can do that. I'm not. I'm not crazy. No, that's a lie. I am crazy, but not that way. In my defense, you clicked on this.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry? Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Mom, help me. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name's apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Just, like, point me in the direction of the anime club, because I don't really want to stay here. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Kai. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Gross, she got all three. Wild stuff. Basically, completely out of my league. My league is the floor gang. I don't have a league. And this is why I wanted to play this game, because I knew this would be funny. Just, yes, someone who despises the idea of romance plays a dating sim. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Help! Nope. Sit down, Kai. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Eat. Made them. Get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aw, wait, that is so cute. Whiskers are drawn with the icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. That is genuinely so adorable. What? So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one! Suri grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Suri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you dummy. Alright. Again, what makes this entire situation so much funnier is the fact that the people outside my door just hear me talking to myself. That's what makes this all the more funny to me. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Chat, I don't like tea. I don't know, it's just something about the vibes. I don't like it. See... See, for me, chat, like, my personal favorite thing to do when I read a good book is, you, like, sit down in a comfy spot, get your headphones on, get some nice hard rock music, and then you lock in and read. It works all the time. Either that, or you're just in the middle of class, and you have your book in front of you, and, you completely ignore whatever the heck your teacher is talking about. So, I've been called out multiple times by my teachers. throughout my years on this planet. It's been a lovely time, chat. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. True, hot chocolate is Banner of books. And that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I don't enjoy tea, chat. I am lying straight to their faces. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you brain not braining? I promise I'm not dyslexic, chat. I promise. So, what made you consider her the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Technically no. If you, tuned into my last stream, basically I explained that I was just getting kind of, burnt out of playing, the same thing over and over, because, with both Undertale and Deltarune, it's I have to spend, multiple hours just repeating the exact same fight over and over again, for only, the occasional rush of dopamine whenever I get farther. So, I decided to basically take a break from that, at least for this month and maybe next, to just switch it up and play different kinds of games that interest me more than the same repetitive thing. I do plan on going back to it eventually, just kind of need a little break, Also, that is such a cursed concept, a sans dating sim. That is so cursed. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. You've decided to start your own club. What is going on? What? Huh? Why? What are you doing? Why? Bro, one of my friends just sent the link to, this stream in a group chat. What? Why? Why would they do this to me? You are correct, my friend. Hi, welcome to, the stream. Doki Doki is fire. That's why we're doing this. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Sorry, I needed to fix my voice real quick. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader! Yuri also nods in agreement. Then, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. I call BS. Literature is very attention-grabbing. I mean, I've watched an entire anime about authors because it's a very good anime. Yes, I am a Bungo Stray Dogs fan. And I do not regret it, bro. it's a good show. I promise I was into literature before I watched it, though. I swear, I promise. I promise I've just always been a nerd. Okay, chat? You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Not crazy far. We started half an hour ago. Wow, it's directly half an hour. So yeah, we haven't gotten very far. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of new member joining. Okay, I guess that's not really how it works, though. I don't think, anyways. I don't know, I've never made a club. Who knows? Though I still don't know if I can keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kai, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past 2 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yes, Percy Jackson. We like Percy Jackson here. Once again, I'm just a nerd. I will read literally anything and anything you put in front of me, I'll be honest. As long as, like, the first few sentences hook my attention, I will read that for, there have been times where I will just lock in on reading something, and then, like, I come back to life, and I'm like, wait a sec, what am I doing again? What is this person talking about? Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I forget this is a dating sim. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and emotional, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Fair enough, I too like fantasy books. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp onto something I can relate to at a minimal level. That is too valid. I have that linked because again, this is one I'm not going in blind to. I know it gets dark. That is why I included the warning, and that is why I've included that hotline. It gets dark. That is all I can really say without spoilers. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. And it's so funny, I'm joking here that, like, it gets dark. I have that linked in the description, and this is what you see. Me just awkwardly having a conversation with this purple-haired anime lady about books. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror. I can't speak. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror!
Oh? Why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
never mind.
That's right. You usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud! And get that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides
Is that slides? Is that how slides is spelled? I don't think so. Huh? Huh? We're just gonna skip that word. I swear I'm not dyslexic.
Behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is oneself. Is something? Okay. Are we okay? Okay, we're okay. Bro, I panicked. I have the stream pulled up on something else and I just saw it buffer very badly. Okay. Okay, it's happening to others. I'm not schizo. I'm not a schizo. God, I need to stop hanging out with that person. What's going on here? What's going on, chat? What's going on? Let me try and figure out what this what can I do here, chat? Yes, I do. Bro, it's that behind? Bro, it's that behind. Dude. What am I doing, chat? What am I doing? What's going on? God, I hate not having a good setup here. Let me see. The stream's about to drop in quality real quick. But I need to see if that helps. So you're gonna have to wait a sec. Yeah, it just dropped in quality, I know. God, it's so behind. If I bring this back up now. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. What happens if I do just that? I think that's a bit better. It shouldn't be too bad now. Okay. I think we're back in business. Problem is, give me one moment to see just how badly delayed it is. Huge! We are not that delayed, actually, guys. I'm also gonna lower the music, because I just checked and it is kind of loud on your guys' end. Huge, chat. Huge. It's also just loud on my end. I'm gonna quickly lower that a bit. Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, significantly better. Alright, huge chat, we're back in business. Hopefully. Alright. The truest form is writing to oneself. I don't know if I read that already, gang. The delay is not horrible, which is always a good sign. Bye, my friend. Hopefully you come back later, who knows? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kai? Monika smiles warmly at Lane once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision! I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. God, imagine. Imagine being so down bad that, you join a club you didn't want to just for, the girls you're down bad for. Imagine. Bro. Couldn't be me, chat. It genuinely could not be me. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? By thinking. It's not that big of a deal, and it ain't that difficult, my friend. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Broski is so down bad.
Rose logic is just, if I need to write poems and publicly embarrass myself in order to join a club I don't want to join with these, but it has these 4 very pretty girls, then, guess I'm joining! Like, bro. Get a life. Stop being so down bad, bro.
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Too real, my friend. He is catastrophically down bad.
Wow.
Did I just publicly humiliate myself by not being able to pronounce that? Then again, I publicly humiliate myself every time I do one of these streams. Yippee! Sayori, social distance! You might have the plague! Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super mad.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Homework from a club. Bro. I can't even handle homework from school, and you want me to do it from a club? Huh? Homework from a club! Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Chaos. That is how I express myself. If you've watched any of my streams, you would know that is correct. I am a being of pure unbridled chaos, chat. Yeah. Can I really place the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. And meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Kai, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Sayori shows up, walking faster. I should totally doodle that meme, honestly. That'd be very funny. Wait, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's do this, chat! Writing stream activated! You think your favorite club member will like? Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Alright, chat. Very important question. Who do we want to pick? Who do we want to pick, gang? Actually, why do I'll have to let you pick. I'm a free man. I can pick what I want. And I actually, honestly, I'll be so honest, Natsuki is not even a question. I'm not going to do her. It's between either Yuri or Sayori for me. Because on one hand, Sayori, childhood friend. On the other hand, Yuri, pretty purple hair. Need I say more? Like, do we do the purple-haired queen or the childhood friend? But also, like, Yuri likes horror stories, and I think that's cool, because I, too, like horror stories.
No, screw it, chat. What do you think? Whoever has like the most votes, I'll pick. Actually, wait, do I have the power to wait? Can I? Wait, is there a way for me to do this? Wait. Wait. I need to see here. I can start a poll. Chat, I am making a poll. Okay. Let me set up a poll. Yo! Let me butcher their names real quick. I'll let you all pick between the three. Alright, gang. Who do we pick, chat? Who do we pick, gang? I'll let you all be the ones to decide this. It should be popping up soon. Hopefully. I pray it does. Can you guys see it? Because I have no idea if you can or not. I'm gonna assume not, though, currently. Let me see. Oh, nope. Wait. Let's go. Y'all have access to it. Let's see what you guys pick. Pick for whoever you want. If you don't know yet, Natsuki is pink hair, Sayori is lighter pink. No, that's not lighter. That's more of like the muted pink. And then Yuri is this purpled haired one. I know, gang. And best part is Withered Bonnie from the hit game Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is one of my mods. I'm just skilled like that, gang. Currently we have a majority for Sayori. I'll end the poll in like a minute or two. Let's just see if any more votes filter on in. Dude, this music is such a vibe, honestly. I like this OST. Doesn't look like we're getting any more votes, and currently the majority is on Sayori, which is actually surprising to me. I was not expecting you all to gain up on Sayori to pick her. I'll give it like one more minute to end it at like 8:55, and then we'll just go through. Also, by the way, gang, I have a new power. Bro, I have a new superpower knowing I can make polls. Look out, chat. I have power now. I am powerful now. So I'm gonna have so much fun with this in the future. Just stalling for another minute. Oh, gain. Remember? Hydrate! If I have to, so do you. Got it, chat? Legally required to hydrate. Understood. Yeah, we're gonna end the poll here. And the victor is Sayori with a Everybody picked Sayori. I'm not about to try and pronounce a word I'm not confident I can pronounce right now. Sayori is the victor. So, let's see. How do I know which words go to which girl? I don't know. Okay, that's how. Can I go back? Can I go back? Let me go back. Clumsy Sayori. I think Sweet Sayori, yeah.
peaceful. Let's go. We're goated. Memories? Let's go. Chat, I'm the goat. Comfort. Probably, oh crap, Playground was not for Sayori, very tragic. Warm? Okay. Some of these words are disturbing, gang. Hope. Sunset. Aw, Boop. Boop the Snoot. Which one out of this would be for Sayori? Wait, Precious? Yay! Sunny? Okay. Daydream. Cheer? Okay, we're goated. Flower. Friends. Bro, why is this so mildly stressful? Which one out of this one? Ribbon? No, panic. Let me give Yuri some words here. Just so she kinda likes it. Melody, why is that one for why is that Natsuki? Anxiety. Oh, that was a year. Okay, we should have gotten enough Sayori on this one. Hopefully. Hopefully, chat. That was stressful. Hi again, Kai. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I wished I could have. Trust me. I wish I could have gotten far away from you, Monica. That's what I wish I could have said. Instead, this nerd says, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Wow. Wow, can't believe him. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kai. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. That is too real, Natsuki. Don't worry, guys. Kai always gives to his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room's so messy it's distracting. Wow, can't relate. Hi, my room's currently a hot mess. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Dude, Natsuki, no, you're not Natsuki, you're Sayori. Sayori, what did you do, girl? How did you almost set your house on fire? Huh? How did you, what? Sayori, what? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kai can be good friends too. Sayori, huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Huh? Huh? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it? Girlie, spill the tea! Spill the tea, sis, I wanna know! Never mind. Sorry, may it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? God, imagine. Imagine being down bad, chat. Imagine. Could it be me? Could not be me, chat. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I will not, in fact. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you all think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Too real. Just too real. I'd probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too tense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Bro. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Story is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cakes! Good thinking. Natsuki'd love to do that. Wait, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, once again, too real. Sayori can put her mind to things to make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? Jump scare! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Bro, I didn't know there were jump scares in this game. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, but you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Bro, she's acting like my mom. This is crazy. Sayori, you are not my parental figure. Leave me alone. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Bro, let the man be sleep deprived. If he wants to be sleep deprived, let him be sleep deprived. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. Was it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. Look, your hair's sticking out. It's all around here. I run my fingertips down inside Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Just like me, for real, for real! God, I love it being June, because I get to make these jokes, man. I've been holding back. Dude, when the day comes I get to release my full power, you all should run in fear. You are not prepared for the full power of my chaos. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Bro. I'm starting to blend in her blazer from the bottom. Bro, now I'm acting like the mom. What? Bro. MC going mom mode. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. What is this? Huh? What is this camera angle? Huh? What is this camera angle? This camera angle is cursed, dude. What? What is this shot? The camera, bro. What is this perspective? This is crazy. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Bro! 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 Also, you are so right. This is 0.5 core. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. Because he physically said sigh. Therefore, sigh. If you ever buttoned it, so you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my chest got bigger again. Bro! 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 Don't say that out loud! Bro, Sayori, why do you not have a filter? Girly! Ah! Oh. Dude, don't just say that, Sayori! Girly! Girly! A girly pop! Dude! Anyway! You look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Exactly! These games are not for the faint of heart! Because of that line specifically! That's why I put all the trigger warnings! But it's so stuffy! Ugh. It's not worth it at all! Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Bro! I went through all that effort for this? A woman! The least you could do is keep it buttoned! I had to suffer through that entire shot, and then you instantly undo all of my hard work! Bro! Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Bro. 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 Bro, 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 bro. Back up, woman. Back up. What we have here, woman, is entirely I am your very begrudging friend. Understood? Woman? Woman? Bro! I'm starting to regret my decisions to subject myself to this. Bro. I'm starting to regret my decisions. Why would I think this would be funny? Well, I mean, it's probably funny for you, because if I know the internet, it's that the internet finds suffering entertaining. And boy howdy am I suffering with a capital S. 'Cause, bro! Dude, I have no regrets. This has been extremely chaotic already. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. No, that is basically my entire vocabulary at this point. Stop saying all these embarrassing things! I didn't say anything embarrassing. Yes, you did! Huh? What are you talking about? A woman? Did you just forget that entire conversation we just had? Jeez! Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine! Fine! It's a deal! You don't get to me right now, missy! I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time! Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same.
I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sarah still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something that's so embarrassing! I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Bro, that is too real. Dude. If I was in this situation, I'd have a mental breakdown and just run out of the room before having to present, dude. I can't talk in front of people. And yet, here I am, screaming at my, computer 2 hours every once in a while. Because I don't stream consistently, man. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh no, chat. I have a new superpower! I have a new superpower! I have a new superpower! Also, I just realized, is that how most Monicas spell their name? I have no idea. Anyways, whoa, what have I done? What's going on? Boom, bingo, bango. Alright, chat, poll time! Who do we pick? You're poisoned now, gang! Who do you want to share with first? Let's see. Currently we have 2 votes on Monica. Anybody else want to place a vote? Let's see. Did we seriously only... Wait, so... Give me a second. Give me one moment. I want to check something here. Oh no, tragic. Okay. We'll end in like a minute, cause we can. Y'all really want me to share with Monica first. They say patience is a virtue. I have none. I have 0 patience, gang. Dude, my brain is elevator music. Like, that's all that goes on inside my brain. It's just elevator music. It's either elevator music or the Jeopardy music. Hello? Minute, pass already! Hello, time, do your thing, okay? We are ending the poll. Who has majority votes? Monica, with, Sayori in 2nd place. Unfortunately, that means that Monica's winning! I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Kai. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. That is such a real line. Bro, that line is too real, man. Why am I starting to feel... I don't know, bro. Why is this MC kind of like me? MC's like me if, I actually felt romantic feelings towards people. I'm much
much better off just going with the flow until they're more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kai. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you would expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you showed in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Aww. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Not even hole in the wall, just hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the spackle protrudes? A nosy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't at home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see! I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, that's what she said. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And T, on the other side, was looking in. Dramatic. Very dramatic. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. I mean, like, it's not a bad poem. It's cool, kind of, I think. I don't know. All I know is they had the "that's what she said" joke in it. I could not pass up on that opportunity. But it was good. I don't analyze poetry well, chat. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That is actually a very true writing tip. Like, that's actually a very good tip. Do that, chat. This is coming from someone who, my dream is to sort of be an author one day. That is a very good tip. 10/10, recommend doing that. If you're at a point where, like, you just can't think of, like, going on, or, like, how to progress the current scene, just, like, put in brackets, like, what you are sort of planning, like, getting ready scene goes here, and then just skip it and come back later. Or even just write, like, the most basic of thing just to get it down, and then come back to it later when you're, revising. It's a very good way, because if you are sort of at a point where, like, you can't keep going forward, because you're, like, stuck at this one scene, that can really sort of, like, kill your motivation to work on the story itself. So, if you sort of just, like, put something down and come back to it later, it sort of allows you to, like, write out your motivation for, much more. Of course. Bye, friend! Hope to see you come back later. Also, I'm probably gonna keep this one going a bit longer than normal. I'm having fun, Kane. But, yeah, that's my addition to Monica's writing tip, and, like, analyzing it, I guess. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's see. Do we have enough people to make a meaningful poll? I feel like the answer is no. But hey, let's see. I am correct on the answer is no, so you wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go... Wow, that is loud. Okay, I'm sorry to hurt your ears like this, chat, but my eyes are currently closed. We are closest to Sayori! So we're doing Sayori next! Woo! Hello? Okay. There we are. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Kai! Huh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. That's crazy. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Kai poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Bro, don't violate my piece of paper! Bro! You're so weird, Sayori. Real. But hey, we're all weird, so you do you, Sayori. Apart from violating my piece of paper, give that back! Woman! I'm really happy that you, just wrote one. It reminds me of how, you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kai. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Crap. Am I a good person, chat? Crap. This is not what I wanted. No. No. I am a good person? I can't believe this. This is horrible. This is a dark, dark day for everyone. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! Hey, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! And now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Bro, Sayori. You know, when she said I'm not that good, I was expecting it to still be, like, good. Not this. So mean of me to say. I'm sorry, Sayori, but, like, girl. It barely rhymes. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. I look above, the sky is blue. I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Like, dude, what is this? What is this, Sayori? Like, again, I was expecting something decent. I was not expecting this. And, yeah, I'm doing that in a bad way. What is this? I swear, I can write poetry better than this. I suck at writing poetry. It's not that hard, Sayori. Just make stuff rhyme. What have you done? Bro, the dead poets are rolling around in their graves. They are crying out in pain because of what you have written today, Sayori. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Bro, the MC is so toxic in, like, a good way. Like, I too am a jerk to my friends, but, like, they know I'm just messing around. Dude. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. I do. That was horrible, Sayori. Girly. Get Monica to teach you how to write a poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. You get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was just so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Next, I'm not actually gonna pick at random. I'm doing Yuri. Because I can. Hi, girly pop. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. How do you forget to start speaking? Huh? It's fine. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but to notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. Bro, that is too real, Yuri. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is both that the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. I'm biased? How? Uh, um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Also, I love that, like, all of them are written in a different font. I think I might be a bit schizo and misremembering, but I think they're all written in a different font, which I think is very cool. Ghost Under the Light. Crap. Alright, you're about to listen to me struggle to read cursive, chat. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing? I think that's bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, so apart from the fact that I'm illiterate and can't read cursive, very good poem. Liked that one. So far my favorite's probably Monica's though. But very good poem. Good job, Yuri. It has the poetic feel to it, which I guess is important seeing as it is a poem. Just one complaint, don't write in cursive. I cannot read cursive! They, like, forced me to learn when I was, like, 7, and then I instantly blocked it out because that was traumatizing. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Girly, cursive is not meant to be terrible handwriting. It's the fact that I can't read cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. See? He agrees with me! NC also can't read cursive! Let's go! I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kai. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem has only been symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Maybe because I'm slow. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that.
Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. It's gonna take me a million years to pick up on them. I don't know what you're talking about, girly pop. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Finally, last but certainly not least, chat. She would hate being called Lisa. Natsuki! Our favorite tsundere! Because that is all she is. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it wasn't bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Huh, sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, owls can race, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Huh. Interesting. Also, I'm not schizo. The writing is different for each of them. So, in my ranking, it would probably go, honestly, I think Monica's is my favorite. I think it's Monica, Yuri. Like, those two are significantly higher. Because I love you, Natsuki, but what is this? And I mean that in, like, a good way. Not in the, what is this I used for Sayori. What is this? Because, like, I think it's meant to mean something. What does it mean? I don't know! But yeah, the ranking would be like Monica and Yuri. They're like fighting for first place, I think. And then you have Natsuki and Sayori. Honestly, they're kind of battling for last. I don't know. Like Sayori's no. I guess honestly Sayori's made a bit more sense to me than this one. So I honestly think I'm putting Natsuki on last of like at the bottom. But like it's close. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest! I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't ever take me in writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh. Okay, when you take on that view of it, then I definitely, like, knowing that that's what it's sort of about, that definitely makes me like it more about than Sayori's, because, like, Sayori's poem was sweet in a way, but it's, like, it's about, like, getting ready in the morning, but this one, like, the idea of, like, watching people around you be, like, super talented, and, like, knowing that, like, you're not, and, like, I don't know, just, that hits kind of close to home, to home for me. I'm not about to open up that can of worms. Not right here, gang. You can't make me. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess more went it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. Well, that was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I just wanna check something real quick. Are we still at the clear? We could be a bit better. Okay, sorry. I needed to check to make sure the audio is still at a good level. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing! Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. You know, I went into this and I was like, I vaguely knew, I vaguely knew that people shipped these two. I didn't know why. Now I see why. I mean, hey, it is June. I'm not complaining. It is June. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kai did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Kai liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. No! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri! That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose chest grew a size bigger as soon as, what? I'm not finishing that. I am not reading that line. No. Nope, we're just pressing enter and acting like that line did not appear on my screen. Okay, chat. Okay? I am not going to say that out loud. You can't make me. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kai, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Well, the meaning should jump out the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her! Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing! But whoever I agree with, they think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Obvious answer. I'm not giving you an option, chat. You don't get to pick. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn towards Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable! How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Yes, that was the correct option, chat. Right. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's are the same as they always were. Hey, what? That was what Sayori was? Bro! Mom, pick me up! I am scared! Pick me up! I am scared! Bro, how can you say that with a straight face, Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. As you who deserved, Monica, you be bewildered. I am too! I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might have come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see her. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Kai, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Oh my goodness, is that an Undertale reference, chat? Determination! determination, like Undertale, where when you save, you are filled with determination. I am filled with determination, chat. Whoa. Hey, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I've spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Aww. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That really is the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Cute. You know, Kai, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Aww. Bro, Sayori, you're so wholesome. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy. Sayori has an inner monologue sometimes. Wild right there. Using her as the inner monologue is crazy. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. And, honestly, I think this is where I'm gonna end today, chat. It's like 3 minutes till 10, so I don't mind doing this right now. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm very excited to do this again tomorrow. Very chaotic, and you know me, you know I love chaotic. So yeah. Be sure to check out my community tab. I make sure to post, my schedule, or at least I try to as often as possible. I can't wait to see you all next time. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the stream. It'd be very cool. You don't have to, but like it'd be very cool to like support me and all. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to do this again for you all. And yeah. It's been a great day. You've all been awesome, chat. And now I unfortunately have to leave you with This Is Kai. So